Okay, here we go. I'm going to design a room today, which is probably going to be more like a gym sort of layout. Before I start, I need to just close that window down here. Right, here we go. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I'm in the correct units. So the units I'm going to be working in are meters. I want to sketch a rectangle, which is a plan view of my gym, so I'm going to select this surface here. I'm going to open that out, and I want my gym to be 20 meters by 15. So I roll out, there you go, I can see where I am now. So 20, and just roll down on the left hand side of the screen, you can see the distance meters. They are 20 meters by 15. There you go, there's my layout. Good. Now, I then sketch another rectangle, 2 points, and I'm going to roll in, and I'm going to keep my thickness standard. So I want the first room here, which will be my main gym, that needs to be round about, I think I've worked it out to be 9 meters. I'm just going to roll down to my next point there. So that's going to be 9.8, 9.3, there you go, 9 meters. Next to that room again, I've got another partition. So in here, I've got a changing room, and that'll be the male changing room here. Just roll in. I'm going to keep it as quick as I can. One there, and then behind it, I've got a female changing room down this wall, which goes to about there, 6 meters. Just roll in a bit. So again, that's got to be round about the 6 meter mark. There you go. And next to that, I've got my entrance, which is here. I've gone for a thicker wall on the outside, but that doesn't matter. This is just purely for visual at this stage. And I'm going to take that all the way across to here, like so, and that's got to be, I'm going to go for a solid figure. That needs to be 8 meters to that point there. Good. So that would mean I've got a walkway. Yeah, that's it. So I've got another office space here. Roll that in. There you go. And the last one I got is a wall then going down that surface here. So I'm going to take a sketch, a line, from here. 1, 2, 3, click OK. And I've got another line on this area here, coming down from that point there. 1, 2, 3. Click OK, and another line down here. That's going to be a partition wall going into the gym, and I've got one down here. Sketch another line, one here, and I'm not going to spend too long doing this, but you can see now I've got some form of entrance going into the gym. I'm going to click OK, sketch, trim. That will allow me to, if I left click on that, it will allow me to cut some of these walls out, and the same applies there. I don't need that, and I don't need that. just going to roll in, put another line in there. One here, click OK. Any more? Yes. Sketch another line, and I'm going to take that down to here. One there. So I'm going to trim that, sketch, trim, and believe it or not, that's going to be a door going into that room there. So already you can see I've got a plan of a gym. Good. So that's going to be the reception coming in, female changing room, male changing room. This is a small office here, and then this is the main gym. Good. So I stop sketch, then I create extrusion. So I click on my gym. Hopefully everything should have been selected. I click on, and the outside as well. Join, and click on that. Just make sure I've got everything. Go, and I want to pull that up to a height of, at the moment that's 2 meters. I'm going to put it 3 meters high. And click OK. So what you can see there, I've got some form of shape of my gym. What I'm also going to do is put a base on, add a base to it. So I sketch another 2-point rectangle, and I'm going to select the base of my design. I'm going to do this one. Undo again. Sketch a rectangle, 2-point rectangle. I'm going to pick a point, cancel that. I'm just going to edit, undo, sketch a 2-point rectangle. I'll make a better recording of this later. And one down here, click OK, and then create extrusions. I'm going to extrude that, and the inside portion. I then put an isometric view on it so I can visualize what I'm doing. I want to join material. I'm just going to pull that down. See, 1 meter, that's quite deep, so half a meter might look aesthetically pleasing. Good. So the entrance to the gym is here. I might put a few windows in, but I'm going to put a door in first. So I'm going to sketch a rectangle, 2-point, this surface here, and my door, I'll come into that point there, my door needs to be at least, let's roll in, there you go, now 2.3 high, that's 1 meter, and I'm going to have my door 2.2 meters high because it's going to be a double door. Okay, and I then go create extrusion, and I cut through the door there. You can see that's gone in to the gym. So I've got a main entrance going in, as if I can walk in there like that. You can see visually I can go in through that room there, ladies changing room, men's changing room, and so on. So I'm going to roll that out, and what I've got now is some form of plan. Okay, good. I'm not going to worry too much about the top floor, but what I'm going to do for now is click on render. So what I can do in the render program, I can select a material, so I'm going to give it one color. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give it some paint, a lick of paint, and for the outside of my gym I'm going to go for white. So the whole gym is white. Then faces, I might then go for grey external, grey on that wall. I might go for a lighter grey on these back walls, one there. I might go for blue on that wall, just to give it, you can play around with these colours, but what might be nice is if I come out of that paint, close that down, and I go for glass, and I only do this just for visual, but if I put glass on that, you can see through that wall Not very good if that is the shower room, but it's just to give you a visual of the appearance. Okay. Why don't I do it on this face here? There you go. So then you can see into the gym from that angle. That's quite a nice start. Okay. Good. If I want to put a roof on it, I can do this. I can go back into model. I would sketch a rectangle, 2-point rectangle, click on this face here, pull up that edge, drop out, and I'm going to have my roof slightly overlapping the building, and that could be a second floor as well. And I'm going to sketch another line, and I'm going to put a slope on my roof because that is where my solar panels are going to go, on that part there. Anyway, I sketch trim, I trim that piece off there, I trim that off there, and then I pull out, I create extrusion, so I click on my roof, I join material, and I can drag that all the way through like that and overlap that side slightly. If I want to overlap this side, I could do the same, but I'd have to split the body, but I'll show you split body later. So there's my roof for my gym. Now the problem I got is this roof is now bigger than my base, so all I do, I select on this base, create extrusion, and I can just drag that out a little bit so it overlaps with my building. Okay, there we go. So there's my gym at the moment. If I sketch a line on this surface, 1, 2, I want to take the roof off. So what I do with the roof, I do this, I modify split body, so I grab over this, split the body, and I select this line here, it cuts that off, then over here my body, body 1, I can create a component from the body, call that roof, and body number 2, create component from body, and component 2 is my base. Okay, good. So I should be able to lift that off. So I can raise the roof, have a look inside to see what it looks like. Now my roof, I'll turn the base off. My roof, I just need to shell, modify, shell, and I know that the thickness of my roof material is 0.3 of a meter, so it's 300 millimeter thickness. Okay, put the base back on. If I pull that down, I could put another floor in later, but I've only got 2 minutes left of this video. So what I can do is come out, click on here. You can't see the bottom line there. I need to window wipe that, put that back together, go back into render, and now you can see our roof. And I might just do the same again. I might put a glass roof. Sorry, on faces, I might just put a glass roof on there and one there so you can see into the gym just as a visual. Okay, that's quite handy when you're presenting. Might have a white back there, it's got a white roof. Turn that around there. If that's white, then that's going to be white so it blends in nicely. And I might just turn that around that way. There you go. So there you can see into my gym. Right? Good. And the last bit, 1 minute left. If I click onto model, I can then create new design from file. New drawing from design. I'll do this on a separate, so I'm going to call this one Gym 4. Okay. Save it. I click on here. It pulls it in as an isometric drawing. Scale. Well, let's have a look. 1 to 50 scale is too big. 1 to 20 is too big again. Maybe 1 to 100. Let's have a look. 1 to 100 scale. Even that's a bit on the large side. then